Why? So, I do look a mess right now, but I just put my hair up, couldn't be bothered with it. I'm going out soon, so what I'm going to do is attempt to do an eye look, see how that goes. Then I'm going to do the rest of my face and then get to grips with my hair, and instead of like 0 to 100, I'm going to go like 0 to 4, and I'm happy with that. So just to explain what this video is, I did like an unboxing first impression slash tutorial of this palette yesterday, and then when I watched the footage back, I had a sticky note that was stuck to the back of my hair, so I didn't want to put that on the internet. I even tried to like crop just my face up, and you could just see the sticky. This isn't going to be like a first impression review. I'm going to try and do a tutorial with it using the colours that I didn't use yesterday slash last night, because last night when I was out with friends, I went to like a steakhouse. That's a different story altogether, but I went to a steakhouse, and one of the guys who was playing piano, they had like a band in, spoke to me afterwards and said, "Have you been punched?" Just so you all know as well. Not that this makes a difference, genuinely. I'm not being an arsehole, but I am professionally trained in makeup, and that's the first time I think ever, even when I was at the beginner stage of learning makeup, that someone has said to me, "Have you been punched?" Because all the colours just... Anyway, so I thought it wouldn't be fair if I used all those colours again, because I already know those colours are shockingly shit. So I'm going to try and use other colours to try and make something nice out of this palette, because I love the colours, genuinely. The only reason I bought it, I've seen the reviews myself, but I love the colours so much, so I thought I could buy it and I could make it work, and I am determined to make it work. So, let's make it work. So here is the Subculture palette. I've already done the only thing I've done basically is my eyebrows, and I've primed my eyelids, put some powder on so it doesn't skip, or it shouldn't skip. Yeah. So it looks like this. It is felt, just like the Modern Renaissance, and here's what the palette looks like. As you can see, gorgeous colours. Open up blinding yet. Gorgeous colours, lovely. And personally, I really like using the brush that comes in the Anastasia palettes. All the other palette brushes are kind of crappy, but I really like this blending. I actually like this packing bit as well, so I'm going to use this today. Well, use this a little bit and use some other brushes if I need to later. So yeah, I'm going to genuinely try, because I know that a lot of people have this palette, and like me, you all love the colours, but the formulation is a lot hit and miss, so I'm really going to try and like make something nice. I don't know why I'm laughing. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the colour Roxy down here. I have swatched them all, by the way, on my hand, but I've not used them on my lids, some of them. So I'm going to go with Roxy. I haven't used this on the lid yet, so let's do that as a transition shade. And this is what the fallout looks like. I actually don't think the fallout's that bad. That's the one thing that I'm like, it's not that bad. So, let's go. Okay, so this is blending out a little bit better than, say, the darker colours do. I had that problem last night. What do you reckon? I don't... See, the problem with this palette, as I think a lot of people have kind of realised, is that the pigment... We all love pigmented palettes, that's why we buy them. That's what we kind of rate them on, as being good sometimes. This is too pigmented to the point where you have to use the slightest, tiniest little bit and then work it up. But if you use just slightly too much pigment, it will stick and it doesn't blend. I'm going to actually show you later what I mean by that, because I'm going to do it on my hand and try and blend it, and you'll see what it just doesn't blend. Okay. Okay, so that's not blended out too bad. I mean, let me know what you think, I'm sure you will. But I don't think it looks that bad, that colour. I've seen some tutorials and it's just atrocious. Atrocious. So, maybe the whole thing about it being, some palettes being bad, some palettes being good might be true. I don't know, but... Does anybody else have that thing where one eye always blends really well and the other one blends like the dog shit? It takes, this is the other thing, it does take a long time to blend. Like even these colours that are semi alright, they're kind of neutrally warm. Okay, it's doing this, doing this thing where for some reason it won't, like even though I'm blending it in the very outer like corner there, the outer V, it's just not going on. It's what I will say last night as well, that it genuinely took me about 2 hours to get the look, the punched in the eye look, that I was like, okay, I think I can go out wearing this. And I was getting really frustrated. My fiancé was downstairs and all I could hear was because it just doesn't do what you want it to do. It's really frustrating. That's the one thing I'll say. This is a really frustrating palette. Right, so that's what Roxy looks like. Then I'm going to go in with New Wave down here. Okay. Fallout on this one, I'll show you. It has got a lot of fallout, but you know. That blends away. Okay. Okay. Why do you not? Why? Why are you shit? Right. Okay. All right. See, the blend isn't that bad on this eye. I mean, I might look back at this footage and be like, fuck! In the mirror, it doesn't look that bad at the minute. I'm already getting like heated because it just looks shit. I'm actually thinking, because last night I used a lot of green tones, I looked like a fucking lizard and it just didn't look, it wasn't nice at all. So I'm actually thinking of going in with Rowdy and a Dawn on the lid. Okay, so there's Rowdy on the lid. Why, for starters, does it look black? Or should I say grey? We've all paid good money for you. We've all had a laugh. You know, we get it. You're a little bit hard to work with, that's fine, we'll put up with you. But we paid money for you. So please work, because you're pissing a load of us off. This is a lot better than what I looked like last night, really, after 2 hours of blending. So maybe it's just with the colours. Not that this is good by any means, but if you would have seen me last night, you would have been like, ha 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 ha. What's that? Why? What's that? Oh my god, I'm not joking. I hope I don't go out of focus. Can you see that? Oh, you know what? Fuck this palette. Sorry, but... And the thing is, there's loads of people going, well, I love it. Great. Great, I'm genuinely good. Alright, doesn't mean I have to. But I think that if you're a beginner, you will fucking detest this palette if you're a beginner, because it just makes the art of makeup just not enjoyable and just hard and just like fuck off. Right, okay, I've blended and blended and blended and blended and blended, and this is just stuck like that, like with two lines that won't blend. Seriously, can you see how bad that is? And when you blend like this, like I'm blending, it just sticks. It doesn't actually blend out, and it's stressing me out. Now I'm going to go in with this flat shaded brush and go in with a Dawn. Okay, I remember from last night after using electric that you need to go in with a lot, like a hell of a lot. It's just shit, isn't it? I hate this so much. Oh my god, forget what I said about last night. Even the one last night was better than this. Like, I'm gonna go underneath with the colour Destiny. I haven't used this at all, so I'm gonna, oh god, I'm gonna go underneath with that. It's gonna look a hot mess, but again, Fallout isn't that bad with that. Okay, I'm just gonna be really real. Genuinely, I'm just going to be just dead honest. I was going to put mascara and lashes on and stuff like that. I'm not going to bother because I'm going to take this off and use probably the Modern Renaissance. But genuinely, funnily enough, I'm probably going to use just the Modern Renaissance or even a Morphe, I don't know, Morphe palette. I'm going to use something else because I'm not going out looking like this. I don't like the look. So yeah guys, here's what happens when you use the palette. Again, if there's anyone who's like in love with this palette, you don't have to kind of be mad that I don't like it. Like, it's fine. It's just difference of opinion. You can see that it hasn't worked for me. I just think it's a really strange palette. I'm just going to show you really quickly what I mean by the pigment sticking that I've never encountered before. So I'm going to take fudge like this, and I'm not pressing hard whatsoever. There's all the pigment. Okay, so if I put it on like this, okay, I'm going to take the brush that I came with, and if I start to blend, it does not even slightly blend. It just sticks. It just sticks. The purple colour's even worse. It's just awful. So my thoughts on this palette, after using it for now two days, I'm gonna return it. I don't like it. I love the colours, and if it gets reformulated, I will repurchase it. Because I bought it for, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love all these, but I've kind of got something like this, apart from this cube colour, in my collection already. But this block here, this half, this is why I bought it, and I love them. Especially like Edge and Rowdy and Untamed. Like, I love them colours. All Star, that burgundy colour. I'm obsessed with the colours, so I do want to try it again. But they do need to reformulate it because I'm not happy at all. A few of you aren't either. Let me know if you've got it, what you think. Again, if you love it, that's great. If you don't like it, I'm with you. I feel the same way. But yeah, so I'm gonna go and take this off, get ready, and I will see you back in a minute. Hi guys. So I was gonna put lashes on and blah blah, beat my face to the gut, whatever, but I can't be bothered. Today is a long day. Last night was a long night, so here you go. By the way, I miss gloss. I'm just putting that word. I really miss gloss. I love matte. I love my matte, but I've not worn a gloss for about 2 years. But I miss the gloss. Bring the gloss back. Anyway, so obviously I scrubbed the Subculture palette off my eyes. you can't see because I literally tapped like a little bit of just gold all over the lid, but I don't know whether it's a mixture of the two, but because I was blending, obviously I cut and edit on this, but I was blending for about an hour, literally like about an hour, and because it's so pigmented it's kind of hard to scrub off, especially with the purple, so my eyelids were literally red raw, like painful to touch. So I was going to do like a look with the Modern Renaissance, and then it stings. So I just tapped a little bit of gold on. This is me for today. Let me know what you think. Like I said, yeah, and thank you for watching. If you would subscribe, I would love that. Say hi, I'll obviously reply and say hi back. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye guys.